conference. And the first thing is not the biggest. The first topic we're going to talk about is Kyle Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
No word on whether he's going to play on Saturday or not, which is interesting. I will let you take it from here, but no, he's not out. He's not in. He's in limbo right now.
Yeah, and Brian Kelly also said that if Kyle Hamilton gets cleared on Saturday, he's going to play.
That's what he was talking about. Okay, because I tuned in a little bit late. He was talking about Kyle.
Yeah.
That's
somebody asked him, somebody made a comment if he's cleared Thursday, would he be allowed to practice? And Kelly responded with, if he's cleared, would he be able to play? And Kelly responded with, if he's cleared Saturday, he's going to be able to play.
Which is such an honest answer.
True.
I appreciate that because,
and he chuckled but he's like, come on, guys. If Kyle Hamilton gets, sorry, you missed the Thursday deadline, All-American. But what he did say about Kyle is they're still unsure. They're running more tests. They got the MRI back, but they're running more tests. My understanding, based on Kelly's comments combined with things that I've learned from sources, it's a push coming from Kyle's family. That leads me to believe that side of it, this part is projection, right? So this next part is projection. What we just talked about is what Brian Kelly said, which is that they're just running more tests. And I believe he mentioned, I thought I heard him say that something about the family, which is, to me, I'm all for the family pushing to make sure they've exhausted every test just to make sure he is cleared, not just a normal,
absolutely.
Okay, that's fine. My understanding from talking to sources is that I would imagine that they're leaning towards him not playing anymore, the family side, unless everything comes back really clean. So I think that's what Notre Dame is going through now, is getting all the tests done, as many as possible on his knee, back, all the things that are ailing him, to try to get that part of it figured out. So we'll discuss that at a later time whenever a decision is made. There's no need for me to give my opinion on that,
because there hasn't been a decision yet.
Right now,
officially,
we'll discuss it when a decision is made. But as far as what we know that they're doing now, that the family is pushing for every test possible to make sure how his body is, no problem with that.
Right.
No problem with that at all.
Because they don't want him to come back early when he still might be kind of injured. It can make it worse.
Right.
You don't want that. And I get that. You want him to be 100% healthy.
Right.
I get that too. And I don't necessarily have an
issue. You want to at least
that.
be in a position where you can feel confident that him playing is not going to subject him to further injury. And now, look, playing football always subjects you to injury.
Course.
If you don't want to get hurt, don't play football anymore.
But not something to exacerbate a current injury.
Correct. Like rushing Kevin Austin back from a foot injury last year. That kind of thing, right? Yes. Where you got him back too soon. He shouldn't have come back when he did. You put too much on him, and then bam, which sometimes that happens. He was cleared medically and all that, and sometimes it happens. So
but I'm cautiously optimistic that they're saying the vibe that we're getting is if he's healthy, he could play.
Right. And if the family was just, and here's the thing, I think they're leaning towards him not playing again.
Right.
But if the family was just like, you know what, it's done, they'd already decided. It would have already been decided and announced, right? There's no need to continue having tests if he's definitely not playing anymore. So in some regards, it's a good thing that they're pushing for as many tests as possible, because at least there's still an avenue for him to return, which is what I think he should do if he's
usually important,
cleared to play, just like every other player that wants to be in the NFL who's playing through injuries and things like that is doing. So, obviously we'll get a better sense as we get through the week. I'll talk to all my sources every day as best I can to try to figure out what's going on. But I'll be honest with you, I was expecting different news today, and this is a good thing. I was honestly expecting them to come out today and say he's not playing. And because that would have been the answer. If the family was saying he ain't playing anymore, that's what Kelly would have said. No, he's not cleared this week. Because what they would probably do if Kyle decides to just not play anymore, there's no way Kyle just leaves the team, in my opinion. I'd be shocked by that.
He'd be on the sideline doing.
They would just not publicly clear him,
right?
Even though they know he's cleared, it's just they would do that to protect him.
Of course,
you know what I mean. Which honestly, they should. As long as he's still with the team, that's exactly what they should do.
Yes, no question.
There's no need to say that to then create the firestorm of, is he quitting on his team? Why is he more important than his other teammates who are playing with injuries that want to play in the NFL and all that kind of stuff? You save that conversation for later when it comes out that he chose not to play. So the fact that they just didn't come out and say he ain't playing this weekend, isn't playing this weekend, tells me that there's still a glimmer of hope that
Yeah.
both sides are open to him coming back.
Right. I'll
And
take
that's
that
a really
glimmer.
good sign.
I'll take the
That's a really
glimmer
good
as
sign.
opposed to just a complete shutdown. So,
Yeah.
and I understand both sides. I do. The passionate fan in me, of course, wants him back. It makes the team better. Right. I mean, there's no two ways about it. But I also understand he's got about 35 million reasons to be cautious.